Hello and a very warm welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. You're watching a brand new edition of Verdict 2016 with me, Frank Pereira. Here are today's Verdict headlines. High-pitched election rallies in Assam today. Prime Minister to address 4 rallies, Rahul Gandhi to address 3. Election Commission bans poll advertisement by the BJP for using children and an educational institute. Action after TMC's complaint. Election Commission in Tamil Nadu to review poll preparations meets political party leaders. Will meet election officers and police officials today. And the church in Kerala asks LDF to clarify its stand on liquor policy after left says it is not for complete ban but favours abstinence. Well, let's begin with news from West Bengal. Repolling is taking place at 2 booths in West Bengal today. The Election Commission has ordered repolling due to malfunctioning of EVMs on 2 booths of 2 assembly seats. The 2 booths are in Midnapur and Ranibandh seats. Votes are being polled till 4 p.m. today. The voting for 18 seats in Paschim Midnapur, Bankura and Purulia district was held on Monday under Phase 1A in the state. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has banned an election advertisement by the BJP for using children and an educational institute in poll campaigning material. In a letter to the BJP, the CEO of West Bengal has said that the party has erred on both counts of using an educational institution for the purpose of campaigning as well as using children below 14 years for the use of political campaign in contravention of the legal provision. Trinamool Congress MP Derek O'Brien had complained before the poll watchdog that a 30-second TV ad Sunyo violates the Model Code of Conduct and provisions entailed in the Child Labour Prohibition and Regulation Act of 1986. The BJP has been directed to withdraw the ad from all kinds of media with immediate effect. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed an election rally in West Bengal's Birpara district on Thursday, mounting a frontal attack on Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Modi said Banerjee boycotted meetings called by the centre to discuss development issues of the state. Modi also blamed Banerjee for carrying the left's legacy forward and ruining the state further. Let's listen to what he had to say.
जिन लोगों ने पिछली बार परिवर्तन 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 कह करके यहां के लोगों को गुमराह किया था, ये जनता जनार्दन आज उनका हिसाब चुकता करने का संकल्प करके बैठी है.
Meanwhile, the Trinamool Congress has launched a scathing attack of its own on the Prime Minister Modi, saying he is behaving like a Shaka Pramukh and bringing disrepute to the office of Prime Minister by making wild allegations against the TMC. Modi had launched a scathing attack on Mamata Banerjee at a rally and said that the TMC stands for terror, moth and corruption. The TMC has said that these are not words befitting a Prime Minister. The party said that it is far from being a corrupt party. TMC Secretary General Partha Chatterjee reacted to the Modi's charge that Banerjee had boycotted meetings called by the centre and alleged that the NDA government had deprived the state by either stopping or reducing funds. Well, the CPIM has also come down heavily on the centre, alleging it is shirking responsibility on the Sharda and Narda scams. The party has alleged that the centre is trying to pass the buck entirely to the West Bengal government. The party has questioned what steps has the Prime Minister taken in connection with the 2 scams. The party also said that despite having an array of agencies to check financial irregularities in the country like SEBI, ED, CBI and SFIO, the centre did not take any action in the Sharda scam. Equally, on the Narda issue, in which a number of Trinamool Congress leaders were purportedly found taking money, the centre was yet to play any effective role both in parliament and outside. The party has hinted at a Modi-Mamata secret understanding on these issues. There you have it, of course, the left as well as the Trinamool Congress, they're lashing out at the Prime Minister and the centres. The left, of course, saying that the centre has not taken any action as far as the Sharda scam and the Narda sting operation is concerned. And the Trinamool Congress, they're launching a scathing attack on the Prime Minister, saying that the Prime Minister was approached many times by Mamata Banerjee, but it was the centre that has, centre that has pushed her aside and not really given West Bengal its due worth. Well, joining me for a chat right now for the latest from West Bengal is Pranav Goswami. Pranav, let's first begin with the two seats where repolling is taking place. Why is it that the repolling is taking place and how is it going at the moment?
The Election Commission had received few complaints related to the EVM machine because some voters as well as some political party leaders complained that in a few polling stations EVM machines were not properly working. There were some technical fault also. So that is the reason Election Commission decided for repolling on those on a specific polling station. Opposition parties are also accusing ruling party TMC that they are trying to manipulate the entire poll process. These complaints Election Commission has been receiving after the first round of polling finished, and they are also raising questions that why the final figures of the voter turnout came so late, why it took so much time. These were the complaints coming from voters and opposition party leaders. That is the reason the Election Commission finally decided for repolling.
Okay, let's talk about another issue now in West Bengal. Of course, the war of words between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress. Yesterday, we saw the Prime Minister addressing a rally in West Bengal and he took the attack straight to Mamata Banerjee, accusing her of ruining the state of West Bengal. And today, we've seen that the Trinamool Congress has hit back at the Prime Minister, saying that it is the centre that has not really given West Bengal its due worth.
We all understand that BJP doesn't have very strong hold in West Bengal and BJP doesn't have anything to lose. That's why Prime Minister Narendra Modi is directly attacking Mamata Banerjee, and BJP is trying to get some benefit of anti-incumbency factor. BJP did well in 2014 Lok Sabha election in terms of vote share. But then in civic poll, they couldn't do well. So this is, BJP is trying very hard to get some support from West Bengal because this is a huge state and this is a very crucial election for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's reputation also. This is the reason that Prime Minister is directly attacking TMC. As far as TMC is concerned, TMC is saying that Prime Minister is bringing disrepute to the office of Prime Minister by these sort of wild allegations. TMC is also accusing Centre that they are trying to stop central fund and they are trying to reduce the central fund, and West Bengal is deprived from the centre. That's the reason that some development work in West Bengal is not taking place. So these are the attacks and counter attacks by BJP as well as from TMC.
All right. Pranav Goswami, we'll have to leave to that. Thank you so much for joining us there with all those details from West Bengal. Well, let's now bring you the latest from the neighbouring state of West Bengal, Assam, where polls are underway as well. Well, the high-pitched campaign in Assam for the assembly elections will continue. Prime Minister Modi will be addressing 4 rallies in the state today. His rallies are slated for Raha, Rangia, Sarbhog and Guwahati. For the BJP, infiltration continues to be the major poll plank in Assam. Prime Minister Modi has said that the government would not allow infiltration and resolve it as a top priority. Ahead of resuming his poll rallies, Modi visited the historic Kamakhya Devi temple on Nilachal Hill and offered prayers. Well, the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi will hold 3 rallies in Assam today. The first rally will be held in Kamrup district and the second one will be in Nalbari, while the third will be in Darang district. The Congress has been engaged in a high-pitched campaign in the state, with the Congress president addressing two rallies on Thursday. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had also launched a scathing attack on the NDA at a rally in Assam recently. The party's Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi is seeking a fourth term as Chief Minister in the state. Meanwhile, Congress President Sonia Gandhi accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi of spreading hatred in the country and cautioned voters in Assam against the BJP's communal politics. Addressing a rally in Lower Assam's Sarukhetri district on Thursday, Sonia Gandhi said that the Prime Minister has been making false promises and no development can be seen at the ground level. Let's listen to what she had to say.
सत्ता हासिल करने के 2 साल बाद भी मोदी जी, भाजपा की मोदी जी और उनके मंत्री असम में घूम कर बड़े-बड़े वादे कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अपने पिछले 2 साल की उपलब्धियों का कोई हिसाब किताब नहीं दे रहे हैं।
Well, despite facing a severe anti-incumbency factor in Assam, the Congress is confident of returning to power in the state for a record 4th time. Our correspondent Vishal Dahiya spoke to senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad ahead of the second and final phase of polling on April 11th. This is what he had to say.
People say anti-incumbency is a strong factor this time around, which is taking a lot of effort from your side.
Well, let me assure you that this time we are going to make a record and we are going to form government for the 4th consecutive time. Let me also tell you that there's no incumbency factor at all. As a matter of fact, the people want the continuity in the government. Large number of industries were coming up because large number of concessions were being given by the government of India. The policy so conceived and implemented by the UPA government. But ever since NDA government came into power at the national level, that policy for northeastern state has been wound up, as a result of which the people of this part of the country are very much agitated against the Bharatiya Janata Party government.
The Congress and the AIUDF has an unsaid understanding with each other, and AIUDF is a B team of Congress.
Well, this is our allegation against the Bharatiya Janata Party. They are supporting, they are funding, they are mapping the AUDF because they feel that if AUDF gets more vote, that will come out of the Congress bank. So I think the people of this state have seen through the mischief played by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
The issue of illegal immigrants, the BJP has that as one of the major part of its manifesto, and it's leveling allegations against both Congress and AIUDF that both these parties are using that particular issue to garner votes. They've been doing so for the last 15 years. How do you respond?
Well, this is the creation of the Bharatiya Janata Party. They create issues during the elections which are of communal nature because they have hardly anything to offer to the people of Assam. Since they do not have anything to offer to the people of Assam, now then they are banking upon this communal issues, immigrants and Muslim immigrants, Hindu immigrants, who is original, who is not original.
Thank you so much. So this was the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha and senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad saying that the Congress will secure a majority in Assam once again for the 4th consecutive term, and they would not require support from any other political party. With camera person Vivek Matpal, Vishal Dahiya, Rajya Sabha TV, Guwahati.
And our correspondent Vishal Dahiya now joins us live from Assam. Well, Vishal, of course, the second and final phase of polling in Assam is just a couple of days away, and political parties are going all out trying to campaign, trying to get those last-minute votes on their side. What's the situation like on the ground? What kind of preparations are being made ahead of the crucial day on Monday?
Well, Frank, just 1.5 day to go before the campaigning comes to an end, and that's why, the senior leaders, the top leaders, the star campaigners of both the national parties are in Assam as we speak. The Prime Minister would be addressing a rally in a short while in the Lower Assam, and the second public campaign by by the Prime Minister would be in Guwahati itself. The Congress's Vice President Rahul Gandhi is also campaigning in Assam today. So clearly both the parties are giving that final push before the campaigning comes to an end to try and woo the voters towards their side. This is going to be a really crucial phase for both the BJP and Congress, for Congress specifically, because the Congress believes that in these 61 seats, it is in direct contest with the AIUDF's Badruddin Ajmal and his candidates, while in the BJP AGP combined would stand to gain a lot if at all they manage to win a couple of seats more than what they believe they are doing well on in areas in and around Guwahati. The BJP do have a significant presence because of some senior leaders of the Congress like Hemanta Biswa Sharma moving to the BJP, who is contesting from Jalukbari in Guwahati city itself, and the AGP also has significant presence in the rural areas of Guwahati and Nagaon district. So obviously this is going to be a very important phase, not only for these two national parties but also for regional players like Badruddin Ajmal and BPF, which again is a BJP ally. The BPF, which has a significant presence in BTAD areas, those 4 districts out of which 1 went to the poll in the first phase, rest 3 will be going to poll in this particular phase. That is where the BPF would want to secure more seats, would try to ensure that they have at least their presence in the assembly in double digits, so that they can give in that much required strength which for the BJP and its allies to form that government. So we've seen all these star campaigners, senior leaders, local leaders also now campaigning in their respective areas, in their respective constituencies, giving that last-minute touch, trying to connect with the voter. And as far as the preparations are concerned, well, everything seems to be in place out here. And tomorrow, when the polling comes to end, the Election Commission officials will take a stock, and then day after tomorrow, the polling parties will move to their respective polling stations to conduct that final phase of poll in these 61 seats in Assam.
All right, Vishal Dahiya, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us there with all those details and putting things into perspective for us and bringing us up to date with the latest from Assam. On that note, it's time for a short break now, but much more lined up on the other side. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Ustad Bismillah Khan, the legendary maestro who brought Shehnai to the center stage of Indian classical music in 1937. With his heart-touching rendering of Rag Rafi, Ustad mesmerized millions of hearts on the eve of the First Republic Day. But most significant was when India achieved independence, and Bismillah Khan performed from the ramparts of the Red Fort on 15th August 1947. Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna.
Well, let's now get you the latest from some other states as well, where the Election Commission has said paid news is going to be a major problem in this particular election. The Press Council of India has announced setting up of 5 subcommittees comprising members and senior journalists for poll-bound states to monitor paid news in newspapers. The Commission has sought cooperation of the chief electoral officers of the poll-bound states in facilitating the work of the 2-member committees, which includes movement and access to places of election and reporting. Ravindra Kumar and Bipin Newar have reportedly been deputed to Assam, Sandeep Shankar and Rajiv Ranjan Nag to West Bengal, Suman Gupta and Prajananda Chaudhary to Puducherry, Kosuri Amarnath and C.K. Nayak to Kerala, and K.R. Vyas and S.N. Sinha to Tamil Nadu. Let's now get to the latest from Tamil Nadu. The Election Commission is in Tamil Nadu to review poll preparations in the state. They met political party leaders like the BJP, Congress, AIADMK and the DMK, the PMK and the BSP on Thursday. The Election Commission team also inaugurated an exhibition on voter awareness in the city. Today, they will be meeting the district election officers and superintendents of police. They will have a detailed discussion with the State Chief Secretary, Director General of Police and Commissioners of Income Tax and Central Excise before winding up their tour. Well, the DMK and the Congress have come to a conclusion on the 41 specific constituencies for the Congress to contest in the May 16th Assembly polls. Congress has managed to retain many of its strongholds, including all 5 constituencies from where its representatives were elected in 2011. The DMK has also given 4 seats to the Puthiya Tamilagam party ahead of the polls, therefore giving away a total of 58 seats to its alliance parties. Meanwhile, the ruling AIADMK has tinkered with its list of contestants for the 5th time since its release on Monday, with today's minor reshuffle in 2 seats. The DMDK PWF constituents are also busy giving shape to their combined list, which is expected to be released by the 10th of April. Now news from Kerala. Well, the church in Kerala wants the CPIM-led LDF to clarify if it will reopen closed bars if voted to par in the May 16th Assembly polls. The church also wanted to know why the party was secretive about its liquor policy. The CPIM had earlier said total prohibition was impractical, and if LDF was voted to par, it would try to reduce consumption of liquor through abstinence. They also promised to hold awareness campaigns to achieve their goal in cooperation with anti-liquor outfits. The Syro-Malabar Catholic Church, which is in favor of total prohibition, maintained that the left front policy of abstinence was impractical since the government cannot make a law on an individual's personal decision. The church also accused the left front of dabbling with the liquor mafia because of their lack of clarity on the policy. The stand of the Catholic Church comes as a relief to the UDF government of Oman Chandi, which is in favor of a liquor ban. The government had in 2014 closed down about 700 odd bars as part of its liquor policy that envisages total prohibition in the next 10 years. Liquor is currently served only in 5-star hotels in the state. Well, senior CPIM leader M.A. Baby has expressed confidence of an LDF comeback in Kerala. Speaking on the controversial liquor policy in the state, Baby said that his party is in favor of spreading awareness rather than a complete ban. Let's listen to what he had to say.
We have now been joined by the senior CPM leader, Mr. M.A. Baby. Sir, what are the main issues you are going to highlight in this election in upcoming Kerala Assembly?
You see, 5 years ago, we had a Left Democratic Front government led by Comrade V.S. Achuthanandan. From 2006 to 2011, that government has taken a lot of pro-people initiatives in all sectors. For example, state was reeling under the suicide of peasants. And the previous UDF government did not do anything for the peasants. LDF government brought a legislation to protect the interest of peasants.
If we talk of the policy which you are saying that the UDF government policy are not pro-people, especially if we talk of the liquor policy which they have, the prohibition which they are planning to implement in the state within next decade. What is the stand of the CPM? If you will vote it to the power this time, will you reconsider the decision?
Is that prohibition has been proved unscientific and unsuccessful in every part of the globe. What is required is persuading people and cultivating in the minds of the people the dangers of drinking.
The farmers, especially in the Kottayam area where the rubber growing belt is there, the farmers are in distress. Do you have a specific plan for them that the farmers of this area on the spice belt also, they can come out of the distress?
We definitely have a concrete package for peasants in general and rubber growers in particular. There would be measures by the LDF government. If people are going to vote us into office, that government will definitely take measures which will protect the interest of the peasants.
We have seen a trend of no successive government could come here. Do you think the trend will continue this time also?
In any case, people are waiting for an opportunity to throw this government, UDF government, out. They are corrupt, they are inefficient, that they are not going to come back. Therefore, whatever they can appropriate in the last cabinet meetings, they are doing that. So there is no chance of UDF staging a comeback. We don't have any doubt about that.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Mr. Bebe is clear in his views that the party LDF will come back to power this time, and the trend of changing the government in every 5 years will continue. In Trivandrum with cameraman Chetan Sharma, Ravin Singh Shoran for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, after a string of unsuccessful assembly elections in Kerala, the BJP has expressed confidence that it will open its account in the May 16th assembly polls. Union Minister Rajiv Pratap Rudy, who is on a 3-day campaign visit to Kerala, said that the South will soon see emergence of the BJP and reap the benefits of development policies introduced by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has addressed NDA conventions in Thrissur, Malappuram and Palakkad. Rudy acknowledged the highly educated and industrious population of Kerala and said that the state now needs to quickly adapt to changes the country is seeing under the NDA government. He spoke about the multiple number of schemes launched by the Prime Minister for the poor and vulnerable people. On the completion of 2 years of the NDA government next month, Rudy also reminded people that not a single BJP minister at the centre has any charge of corruption against them. Meanwhile, our correspondent Ravindra Shoran spoke to cricketer turned BJP candidate Srishant, who is confident that the party will be able to open its account in the state assembly. Let's listen to what he had to say.
हाँ जी, यही से भी पता चला कि यही के माता जी लोग वगैरह बोल रहे थे कि बहुत लोग आते हैं और वादा करके जाते हैं, इसलिए हम वोट ही नहीं करते। तो इन सब से यही एहसास होता है कि हमें कुछ करना ही चाहिए। तो सबसे पहले तो रूरल एरिया में जो गरीबी है, सारे बोलते हैं मगर बहुत कम लोग करते हैं, मगर मोदी जी की सरकार को पता है बहुत कुछ किया है। तो मेरा यही रिक्वेस्ट होगा केरला पब्लिक से भी कि बीजेपी की कोई ये नहीं कि मैं हूँ या कोई भी एमएलए कोई भी इधर खड़े हो गया तो सेंट्रल का बहुत हेल्प मिलेगा और मुझे पूरे यकीन है कि इस साल बहुत चेंज होने वाला।
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2016. See you again next time.